Hello, everybody. I think we are going live. Not quite sure. So I'm just going to wait a couple minutes here and make sure it says live. So I'm just going to go with that. I'm going to set a timer for myself because I want to make sure that I stay. I could ramble on and on and on and on and on. So I want to make sure I stay in my time zone, my time slot. So I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to February's talk about emotional eating mindset. And today we're going to talk about the words we say to ourselves. I was trying to come up with I always try to visualize what I want to talk about or what I want to say, or what information I think would benefit people from this group and in general, just anything. And I just try to I'm a recovering perfectionist and recovered perfectionist, recovered people pleaser, that kind of thing. And so I still have that little bit of I got to have everything perfect or everything memorized or everything this or everything that. And I have to say the right words and I have to do the right thing and I have to take the right steps. But I've really realized that it doesn't matter what you say, what you do. People are going to resonate with you for who you are. And you don't need to have a script. You don't need to tell, have the details of what you want to talk about. You just talk. And so that's one thing that I work on a daily basis, just try to get out of my comfort zone about doing. And that kind of goes into what I want to talk to you about today is really the words that we say to ourselves and how do they correlate with emotional eating. And they have a huge impact. If we're feeling sad, angry, depressed, frustrated, irritated, whatever words, whatever dialogue is going on in your head, if we're feeling those, we're going to tune into those food items. We're going to turn to those things that we think are going to help us, combat that feeling, that emotion. And so when we have a craving or we have an item, we actually attach that negative emotion to it. We actually attach whatever feeling that we're feeling at that time. And so every time we feel that emotion, every time that emotion comes up, we go to that go-to item, whether it's whatever it is, carbs, sugar, all those unprocessed foods, all those unhealthy food items. We go to them. And so then what happens is that then we go to that item and we are like, I want it. I'm going to eat it. And then it just makes those emotions, it just makes those feelings feel 10 times worse, which then again, like I've said before, raises your stress and anxiety levels, which then raises your cortisol levels, which then creates fat in the midsection. And you wonder why you stay on this roller coaster, you stay in this hamster wheel going around and around and around. And what does it have to do with, words that we say to ourselves? It has a huge impact. Because when we have that internal dialogue going on, when we're telling ourselves, oh, we screwed up, or oh gosh, I can't feel that emotion right now, or I don't want to feel that emotion right now, I'm going to go to this item. You go to this item and go to this item and go to this item. Or you go to that food, you go to the refrigerator, you go to the pantry, whatever, you go to that drawer, that special drawer that has all the goodies in it. So when you're constantly saying those words to yourself, you're just reiterating and reinforcing that emotional eating struggle. So how the subconscious works, and I preach this and I stress this so much, that the words we say to ourselves have a huge impact on the outside world. Huge impact. So if we're constantly telling ourselves over and over and over again, this could be whatever dialogue is going on in your head. If we're constantly telling ourselves over and over and over again, I'm ugly, fat, stupid, and disgusting, what happens is our subconscious actually holds that in our head, holds that in there, And then anytime that's ever brought up, whether it's a compliment or somebody says something nice to you or does something nice to you, anything, our subconscious is going to remind us, no, 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 remember, you told us that we're ugly, fat, stupid, and disgusting. So we can never accept that compliment. We can never accept that. So we make excuses like, oh yeah, whatever, ha ha ha, sure, okay, yeah, I look really good today. Whatever excuses. Or we're like, oh no, this shirt, oh, it's faded, it's wrinkled, it's old, it's tattered, it's too small, 2 sizes too small. I don't like it. I don't know why I wore it. It makes me feel so uncomfortable. Instead of just saying, thank you, this shirt looks really nice on me. I appreciate you noticing this. We go to the negative. And our subconscious reminds us, nope, you're ugly, fat, stupid, and disgusting. Remember, you told us this. And everything that you say to us, we believe to be true. So then what happens with that dialogue is then we go and we turn to those food items. We go and turn to that pantry, that special drawer. We go and turn to the refrigerator. We go and turn to those foods, those unhealthy foods, because food is comfort. Food is stability. Food is there. It's always there. It's going to help us feel better. When in actuality, it doesn't help us feel better. It helps us feel actually worse about ourselves. So the dialogue that you have going on in your head has a huge impact. Huge impact. So being very mindful of those words. Like right now, since February is Love Month, I put together a challenge group outside. I have a Facebook group that I started, a challenge event group just for the month of February. Because February is all about love, and we show love so much and so often to everybody else around us, and we don't show love to ourselves. And so I created this Love Yourself First challenge event group, where each day I have a new challenge. And I do the challenges along with everybody. So I have a new challenge, and every day you complete this challenge. And it just helps you get more and more out of your comfort zone, more and more out of your comfort zone. And I've noticed this trend about the words and the dialogue we say to ourselves and how it impacts everything around us. So how do we change that dialogue? How do we change those words that we say to ourselves? Because when we say those, whether it's internally or externally, it creates that energy out, and it sends that energy out, and it makes it so that it's okay for somebody else to say the same things back to us that we're saying to ourselves. That dialogue gives everybody else the right to say that right back to ourselves. Then that makes us feel worse, and then it makes us feel bad, and then we go to that food item, or we go to that specific go-to item, or we go to the refrigerator. So how do we change those things? So I always tell people I'm a huge believer of I ams. I am this, I am that. Because like I said before, if we are constantly telling ourselves, I am ugly, fat, stupid, and disgusting, or we've told ourselves our whole life, then how are we going to feel? How is it going to feel in our body? It's going to make us feel bad about ourselves. It's going to make us feel awful. Anything you put on the other side of I am has a huge negative or positive effect of how you're shown up in the world, how you show up in the world. If you put something positive in front of that, how is it going to make you feel? You're going to feel a whole lot lighter, brighter. You're going to be shoulders back. You're going to be standing up straight. You're going to feel just more alive. If you continue to say, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am brilliant, whatever the dialogue is that you want to use. So I encourage you to really take a look at the words that you're saying to yourself, because the words that you're saying to yourself not only have a huge impact in the world around you, internally and externally, has a huge impact on how you feel about yourself and why you keep going to those items, or why you keep going to the refrigerator, or why you keep going, you have that emotional eating struggle. So just being very mindful of every single thing that comes out of your mouth, whether it's internally or externally. So I hope that you learned something wonderful today. And I hope that you make this day a beautiful day and go out and love yourself and put yourself first. Love yourself truly, madly, deeply. Have a great day.